Hello, my family. We're back. We have two new things. We have a new microphone and a new computer. New secondhand computer. Got it for $350. Very nice. This is just a little bit of a letting our hair down, letting you know I'm back. We're going to be more consistent and also just talking about just a couple things that are on my mind. But from this date forward, we're going to be consistent. Uploading at least once a day, if not twice, and we'll do more live streams and stuff like that. But right now, we're going to just let our hair down. And I'm going to be real with you guys. I've been smoking a lot more, pretty close to back to what I was before. But not quite as much because I'm not smoking billies as much. Mainly just smoking joints. But yeah, we're back to it, so I'm going to just be candid with you while I talk about some things that I've just been becoming aware of. One of those things that I've been becoming aware of is the extent to which my life has been controlled by forces unseen to me up to this point. And the ignorance I've had in my previous states to think continually that I've known what's been going on. It seems like there's that saying, I don't know who first said it, but the only thing you know is that you don't know anything. Like, I've said that before, but I've only said it intellectually. You know, I've said that as something I've known. You know, I've not fully understood it. I still probably don't fully understand it. But yeah, I thought I understood that I didn't know anything, but I was just using that as something else to know and not really look deeply into the fact that of the true nature of things, nothing can be known, because knowing is only a faculty of the mind, and the mind is just a subset of reality. You can't encapsulate reality into the mind. One moment. So, been having somewhat existential thoughts and existential conversations with myself pretty heavily over the past couple weeks. And I've been feeling quite annoyed at myself for not being more in contact with people, because I have so many people messaging me that I can't seem to keep up a social level without just being drowned out pretty quickly. I can't keep up, but I really want to be in a state in which I can keep up. My previous ignorance has showed me how easy it is to fool yourself. How easy it was to fool myself into thinking that I thought I knew what was going on, to fool myself into thinking I was in control. When really that just allowed the forces that were truly in control of my life to stay hidden behind a veil of ego, of self-assurance, of thinking it was all me. Me in the wrong way, because it is all me, but it's not all Dylan. But I was confusing the two. That's the tricky thing about this language we use to talk about the divine. Maybe it's just the tricky thing with the way I use the language. But yeah, we're letting our hair down. Some people outside, I don't know whether you could hear it. So you might be able to pick it up. I don't know how loud it is, to be quite honest with you. So that's one of the things. Is that I really don't know anymore. I can make plans and go in directions, but when it comes to the state of what reality is, I can't really say anything. I don't know anything on it. And in order to go further with this, I have to just experience reality. I can't go on trying to know it anymore. Because knowing things purely keeps me trapped within the confines of my mind. And previously I thought what I could do in my mind was the entire world, but there are things that can be done outside of ourselves, our mind. We could call it the divine mind, but again, I get confused because we are all divine, and I confuse myself with my identity, Dylan. I confuse that with the divine self. We are like the well, this is one thing I've heard before. I can't remember where. Maybe I made it up. But it's like we are the arm of God. If we could conceptualize everything, the entire existence, what the Hindus call Brahman, the whole lot of it, as one. If we call that God and we say that we are the arm of God, then we can think, well, what does that mean? What are these arms doing for the body, relatively? And after thinking about that, it seemed obvious that what the arms do relative to the body, under the control of the mind, is serve. I want to smoke, so my arms do it for me. I want to eat, so my arms get me the food. These two are servants, the servants of the body. They serve the function of the rest of the body. So if we were to think of ourselves as humans, as a part of this world, to be the arms of existence, the arms of God, then we are that which serves existence. We are that which is conscious enough to survey what is and serve it. But we don't have this technology to serve greed and things of that nature. That's not serving. That's not serving one another. That's not serving the planet. That's not serving the rest of the body of existence. That's just constantly washing your hands. In that metaphor at least. That's just like hugging yourself and never letting go. Damn. That's like what we do with our identities. We hug onto it, we never let it go, right? It's very hard. There are so many forces at play. We could only hope to just become more and more aware, to expand our awareness to an extent that we could see what we truly are. And not oversimplify it. Bring it down to the lowest resolution and just be like, oh, I'm a person, I'm Dylan, I'm X, I'm an individual. If we can see past that intellectual mind trap, then perhaps we could see the real forces that are at play in our lives. in the direction we head, in the energy we hold, in the importance of our existence. What do you think, huh? I'm sure Benny will have something to say in the chat. You like to talk about these things with me. We need to do a talk on Zen koans. I've been reading a few Zen koans in the streams I did, in the times where I wasn't uploading. Firstly, I'm going to keep trying to do the streams if you want me to, at least once a week. Maybe tonight as well, just before this, briefly to let you know that we're back on schedule. But this video essentially does that, so I don't know. But yeah, if you like the koans I've been reading, then that is going to be the encouragement I need to start the series I was going to do with Minimum Wade, reading out the koans and the explanations and just discussing our interpretations, each of it. Simultaneously, I want to continue the series of talking with Omar on the biblical things and discussing that from alternate perspectives. So if you're both in chat, give me a fucking holler if you want to do that with me. I know we've talked about it, I'm pretty sure, but confirm with me. I'm aiming for something by the end of June. I'm aiming for a few things by the end of June. One is to have played my first show. 2 is to have completely erased my debt and to have financial debt. And to no longer be at all dependent on the government's financial help. So, performing goal, monetary goal, and growth goal. I want to grow the spread of the razegod music to the point where 1 million people worldwide are listening every month. At least by the end of June. And from that point on, we'll head for an even higher goal. But right now, 1 million is a goal. 1 million is what we're heading for. And this right here is one of the inner circles, really, of everything in terms of razegod. The album, I can tell you about the album as well, because we're letting our hair down, the hair's down. The album's finished, I'm just waiting to get it out. I'm talking with Trash to see if they wanted, like, if they're fucking with it, to do AMVs and shit. But it's different. It's very different from the last album. It's almost the exact opposite direction than Catch Every Day. And that's to me what razegod is. Razegod is constantly transforming. Enantiodromia, the transformation of opposites into one another over time. But that's just another map of the terrain. Terrain has no map. Terrain's just a terrain. Sorry, side. I'm full of adjacents. Does that make sense? Adjacent. Lateral thoughts. Anyway, the album, it's 13 tracks. I pretty much played a fair few of the demos to you on the streams. But obviously that was shit quality. You can't hear much. Completely electronic. I want to get that shit out within less than a month from now. But it's just hearing back from homies, you know? Whether they're fucking with the shit when I can line up shit. The album's done. It's coming to you. It's called Cirrus Atop Sky Pillar, Existential Reigns. Cirrus Atop Sky Pillar, Existential Reigns. That's the title of the album. Let me know if I should call it that whole thing or whether I should just call it existential range, because existential range does hold dirt, but I love how much you can fit in even more words. Like, it just gives a more specific scene in my eye, but at the same time, existential range is a broader kind of theme which could bring in more people. But at the same time, I want it to be more significant to the individual who can relate. Because Cirrus atop Sky Pillar, I'm pretty sure I already talked about it on the stream. Cirrus is like an ice cloud. It's like a solid and what we imagine to be a gas in one. And it rests atop the Sky Pillar, which is a reference to Pokemon. So that album's going to be out by the end of the month. So that's the 4th goal, or 5, I can't remember now. First goal was the money. No, it wasn't. What the hell was the first goal? You can see the smaller this gets, the smaller my short-term memory gets. I would have played at least one show within Australia or international by June, end of June. Would have got my debt reduced to nothing and be not having to rely on the government for money. I want to hit 1 million listeners worldwide every month. And now I forgot the one we just talked about. See? Memory bad. I gotta reduce this. That's another one of the goals. This is why it's usually better to converse with someone else, because they can remind me whatever the fuck I was talking about. This is why I need to be on stream more. Well, I've recorded for near 20 minutes. I'll give it another 30 seconds remembering what the fuck I was talking about. But other than that, I just wanted to check in and say we're going to be back to regular shit. So, I love you guys. Let me just think. What the hell was that other thing I was going for? There's a lot of things. I need to put it down on paper, which is something within that Think and Grow Rich book, which I haven't done yet, which I'm going to do. When I read the next chapter, I'll remind us of it. Oh. Was it reading the books with Omar and Ben? Was that the next goal, to continue doing that again? Or was that a while ago? Literally just talking to a reflection of myself that says the same thing, so it's no good asking right now. But you can tell me when I premiere the video. And I'll have remembered by then as well, because I'll be watching. Anyway, big shit is coming. Cirrus atop Sky Pillar is coming. Wait, was that it? Get the album out. I think that was it. I need to get the album out by the end of next month, because, yeah, the ideal date for me was 22nd of April. I'm just not sure whether that's still going to be possible, but that's what I'm aiming for. 22nd of April. Omniseverance is no longer released then. It's now Cirrus atop Sky Pillar, Existential Reigns. Omniseverance will come later. I love you guys so much. You help me get through a lot. Just having a group I know I can talk to openly and just hear it reflected back to me in different interpretations, different explanations, different understandings. It really gives me insight into what is reality. Because when I focus too much on my own reality without getting it mirrored to me, it can become distorted. So you guys keep me sane, while allowing me to be insane in regards to what society generally deems. You allow me to live as a crazy motherfucker, which is a beautiful thing for you to allow me. And I really am grateful for that. I want to do the best I can to serve you. Not even just you, just serve the world. Be the arms of God, you know? That's the goal. We just spent 20 minutes smoking a J together. Nice little hangout. Shit. I might be smoking one while I'm watching with you. That'll be a triple J. Huh. Shout out Australia. You'll understand if you're Australian, never mind. But also, fuck triple J. But not in my childhood. They were good in my childhood. It's a radio station, okay? God damn it. Took mushies the other night as well. Any of you catch that live stream? Huh. I was trying to keep it candid. Any of you see that? What did you think of that format? Because I want to keep it like that, to be quite honest with you. I don't want to be like putting on a facade or anything. Not that I ever was, but it's hard to perform to like a camera. You're on your own. When you're just by yourself. We finished. Any more up here? No, that's it. Alright. I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me. We're gonna have a constant schedule from now on. 2 videos a day. Failing that, minimum at least 1. And we'll be streaming once a week at minimum as well. Let's say on the videos I don't post twice a day, once in the morning and once at night, I'll stream on that day. That sounds like a good plan. I love you guys so much. Sincerely. Thank you for being there. Endless love.